Gregorie Neck is a unique piece of property. It has enormous beauty, history, and lots of diversity. First, it has 8 miles of waterfront, which is very rare today. It's located on a peninsula formed by the Tulifinny River and the Coosawhatchie River, and it's located in Jasper County, South Carolina. Gregorie Neck has so many unique and natural features, and it's all contained on one piece of property. I mean, it's the full deal. So if you start on the upper end of the Coosawhatchie, you have a brackish and a freshwater impoundment, which is called Main Pond. Go further down the river, and there's another pond that's located there, which is the Ringneck Pond. You turn the corner at a peninsula with Coosawhatchie on one side and the Tulifinny on the other, with these unobstructed views of the broad river. Along that path, you have natural, old-growth, mixed pine hardwood forest. This is not a planted pine plantation. This is a natural forest that had been nurtured for both timber production, but more importantly for natural beauty. You have about a 20-foot elevation and several miles of water frontage until you get to the main house. On the way back to the house, you also encounter a man-made fish pond that is stocked with bass and brim, and it's fed, and it has an abundance of fish at any one time. You get to the house and grounds, we have trees that are 700 years old, and we have this old 100-year-old house. The original house had burned during the Civil War. And when the early settlers came here, they went to the best spots first. It's high, it has the southern exposure, which is the proper exposure to get the prevailing breeze in the summer and not get the cold breeze in the winter. Beautiful measurements, has great bones. It's perfectly furnished with antique furniture and great artwork. It has a panoramic view over a big, broad vista that's created where the two rivers come together to create the broad river. So you're not just looking at a narrow river, you're looking at a 1.5 mile expanse of open water at high tide. The current owner has a trophy room overlooking the river. It has a kitchen, it has a card room, it has a pool table, with a big roaring fireplace with 2 entrances. And you can just see that's a place you'd love to go and settle down, and whether somebody wants to hang trophies there or not. It sits across from a 6,000-acre protected property, so the view corridors will never change. As we go up the Tulifinny River, we have horse stables, dogs from the quail hunting operation. They're old pastures that hay is cut and then fed to about 20 Herefords that are here. We have sheds, barns. We have a stable for old cars that are being kept here, which are easily convertible into guest cottages. We have 2 caretaker lodges and the remnants of an old shrimp farm. And it's an ideal candidate, very simply put back into a plant corn and flood duck pond. These are very productive. There are a number of these in the area, including directly across the river. And so part of the old history of Gregorie Neck is some past agricultural ventures. So there's a kiwi orchard that's here, dove fields. There's a pecan orchard that's here. There's a small catfish pond that's here. And there's some planted pines that were really broken up fields. There's duck hunting, there's dove hunting, there's quail hunting, there's deer hunting, there's walking, hiking, saltwater fishing, freshwater fishing. As you move into the spring, dogwood's blooming, it's turkey season. And turkey season, this property just is abundant with turkeys all over this property. And then we move into the summer months, and you've got 8 miles of waterfront. And you've got shrimping and crabbing. There's only one neighbor, which is a well-kept property on the right when you first enter it. There's great cell service here because you're not but 5 miles off of the interstate. You're halfway between Savannah and Charleston, so you have 2 airports that serve this place, so it's very easy and quick to get to this property. And yet, when you get here, you're 1,000,000 miles away from anything. The views are unobstructed, and you just feel like you're at the end of the world, getting this beautiful sea breeze and this peaceful, wild, diverse, rare, unique plantation for coastal South Carolina.